Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Guys, I finally got it. They got more in stock. The NORDICDOTS Model 100 in the black and in gloss white. Stay tuned. Hey, Coach Chris.
Hey.
You string tennis rackets?
That's right.
We'll make a little extra cash.
Sure.
You know, with direct tennis, you can be the official stringer of your own neighborhood. You can set the distance, you can set the meeting place, and you can set the timing.
So I can string on a street corner?
You can set your own place. It's all at Direct Tennis, where they put players with stringers and stringers with players. Check them out at directtennis.online. Link is below. All right, guys. So ever since I tried their Model 99 and then they introduced the 100, I've been bugging my friends over at NORDICDOTS. I was like, guys, 100, what's up? When am I going to get to try it? Because that gloss black looked great and that gloss white looked even better. And they're like, it's coming. I'll send you a package, okay? And I was like, okay, I'll patiently wait. So I finally got them. Gloss black right here. Gloss white right here. So they sent me some strings too that they wanted me to put in there. Obviously, I went for Halloween on this one, and I went just black and white on this one. So let's talk about the Model 100. They designed this racket for professional all-around player. Yes, all around. Professional. So definitely meant for somebody on the intermediate side to advance. That's my guess for what I'm thinking they meant by professional, okay? 100 square inches, 16 by 19. So here's the interesting thing. The beam is not a constant beam. It's 21 and a half, 22 and a half, 21 and a half. So there is a little taper in here. It is slightly thicker right here where it needs to be a little stiffened up for more power. The RA on these rackets are 67, which is a great number. It's going to be, but because it's a thinner racket, I actually like that number to be a little higher, like a 67, just for the stability and the firmness on impact. So I like the numbers a lot on this. 16 by 19 on the string pattern. Man, I just want to go try it. And yeah, what else is there? Oh, they actually sent me these rackets that tells me the exact numbers of each racket. So that's the white and that's the black. And they're very, very, very close. Okay. So unstrung, this is supposed to be 304, either model. This is 304.2, it looks like. And this is 303.9. Wow, we're real tight, real close there. The balance is 316 on both and 292 on the swing weight on both. Swing weight's pretty important because that's what you're feeling on the plow. That's what you're feeling on the other side of your hand that goes through. So if those numbers match, that will probably give you the feeling that you want for when you match rackets. Okay, so take that into consideration. Swing weight, probably the most important number when you try to match rackets. So on the white, I got the black string that's called topspin string. Obviously, I like it firmer, and the topspin string is going to give me that. The black racket has the power string, so it's going to be a little softer and a little launchier. That's going to give me a little more force to hit through the court. All right, so same racket though. essentially. But let's go out on the court and test them out. Stay tuned. All right, just got off the court. Nordic Dots Series 100. We got the gloss black and the gloss white. I absolutely love this gloss.
I know. I could tell you've been like holding on to it. You've been admiring it.
And I even did it in my favorite Halloween colors.
I know. You love it that way.
So the white one has the top spin string on it.
Mm-hmm.
The orange is for more power.
Yes.
Okay. So we tested white first.
Yep.
What did you think?
With the racket itself, just saying it's a great overall balance of feel, power, and stability. The weight of it is 304, which is actually very rare. Not a lot of rackets are weighted 304. But overall, like when playing around with this racket, I felt the weight, I felt the stability, definitely a great amount of plow. The string complements the racket really well, especially with the topspin. This racket does provide the control and precision, but with this topspin, it gets a little more pop, and every shot I felt I hit with this was easy access to spin. Slice, spin, topspin, any type of ball I felt, even the sweet spots or in the non-so-sweet spots, I felt pretty confident around this racket. So great compliment.
So what did you think of the black with the power string then?
This one I felt like, the racket itself, it felt the same, but with the power strings, it definitely brought more life into it. It definitely had more pop. The spin was there, but you could flatten out with this racket, or with the string actually, because it felt so easy to generate. But the one thing I was super surprised about was how much feel you got with it. There's still some feel behind this, knowing this is a power string, but it made it feel like when you hit the sweet spot, you definitely drove that ball all the way through and gave you that nice response. It did enhance the sweet spot quite a bit because of the power. But if you are a person that loves power, but also a bit of that softness feel, instead of this rigid feel with most of the toss-in strings, or just strings in general in that family, this would be a great addition. You know what it reminds me of heavily is it's the Yonex one.
Polytour Pro?
Yeah, no, Rev.
Rev.
Okay.
Reminds me of that. Polytour Pro is way softer than
No. But Rev. It reminds me of Rev. Yeah. That's what I remember as.
So this is what I felt. This felt like home to me, this whole combination. The stiffer string, I liked when it impacted. I liked when it released. It was firm and it provided a lot of spin, like you said. But it also gave me great feel and feedback. Like feedback was all over the place. It surprisingly didn't feel like 100 to me though. It felt more like a 98.
It felt like a normal 98. Both of these rackets are called model 100, so that means the head size is 100.
Yeah.
But they both didn't really play like 100s. They really felt like they were 98s. That one, like Harry said, it felt there's more precision and control and feel behind it. This actually enhanced the racket to become more of a powerful racket. So I would say like,
just by strings.
But it's by strings. I wouldn't say the racket did much of the work. It was pretty much the strings that felt a little different.
Yep.
And even though it is marketed to be power, it still had a good amount.
It's marketed to be on a player's racket.
Player's racket, okay.
Yeah.
But the string itself, like I said, it is a bit powerful, but there is feel behind this, which enhances this racket and enhances the ball quality behind it.
So that felt like home to me. As soon as I went to this, it felt like home with, and it was hard to describe because I was like, okay, this is a little different. I felt like there was more plow. There was more through with it. And I felt like the string absorbed it just a little bit more and shot it off a little harder. So that's probably where the the string softness and the string, you know, composite kind of comes into play. That probably easier to keep the balls in. This definitely is kind of launchy, but easier access to power just with a string change here. But Racket overall is wonderful. This is definitely something I would use, definitely something I would recommend. If you're, I mean, how low do we want to go here? 4-5 and up for sure. 4-0 possibly.
Yeah.
3-5 if you're looking for control and kind of all around and you already have the power. Definitely meant for intermediate to advanced level player. You string this tighter, you'll definitely get more control. You can go 48 with this and definitely get more power. So it's kind of, the only way I can describe it is it's a vessel for whatever string you put in and however much spin, feel, and power you want from that string. And it's just the perfect carrier. It's the perfect carrier. Weight balance is just perfect. So guys, try this out if you can. I mean, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee for this if you want to demo it in either the white or the black. All right, Coach Goo, if you weren't playing with your racket, would you play with this racket?
Yeah, I definitely would. I think it's a great balance of racket, and I would recommend even some pros could probably be using this as well. It's just how the quality and the response and the playability of this racket reminds me of like a lot of, I would say if you give this to any pro without any of the cosmetics or anything, they would have a blast with it.
Definitely. So here's one thing neither one of us said. We didn't say it needed to add weight.
Yeah. There's no weight involved. It's already good.
Right? We didn't say anything about that. We didn't say it was too head light. We didn't say it needed weight to add. It's perfect the way it is, guys. Coach Q, thank you so much for testing out Model 100 with me.
Perfect.
Where can we find you?
You can find me at hu.tennis. Also be posting content there as well.
All right. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.